So second set of Hidden Cup Norway 2. And these are the maps in question. We have Cross again, and we have Slopes again. So they seem to be popular picks. We have some open maps players on our hands here. So let's see. First banning Mud Flow, so not the openest of open maps and demo fest that map is. Quarry out of the question as well. Is this the same draft as we just had? It's literally the exact, almost the exact same picks and bans. Arabia for Henry the Lion, could be Vevi, so solid Arabian player, and Cross for Sheriff of Nottingham, could be Papaya Pete, could be Ken. And then we're banning Gold Rush, we're banning Islands, leaving us with Slopes as the neutral starting map. As for the civilizations, we have Japanese, Georgians, and Armenians out. Armenians! For Cross, probably then. Don't want to be up against a galley and infantry civilization there. Huns gone for Cross, probably as well. Tatars gone. So we're not going to be able to tell if Papaya Pete is playing based on that. And then Malay for Henry the Lion. Also off the menu, or it's global bans, so neither of them can pick those. Slopes first. I would probably consider Berbers for Slopes out of these, but most of them convert. Persians has to be for Cross. Henry the Lion, very cavalry heavy here. Bulgarians, great cavalry civilization, but they also have the instant infantry upgrades and Krepos to create conics. Feels like these two are the Cross civilizations, whereas Franks could be Arabia, could be just a scout opening into knights and further cavalry for the Franks on Arabia. But it Slopes first, so I'm expecting Berbers, and there is extra hunt, so we could see Mongols for Slopes as well. And they have Mangudai, cavalry archers, that kind of stuff. So let's go into cavalry and capture age and have a look. Henry the Lion with the Bulgarians for Slopes. Not quite sure what that's supposed to mean. But could be an infantry opening into Wolof and Fast Castle and Krepost Rush. Could be Ventar's Towers, but the distance doesn't really suggest that unless Sheriff of Nottingham tries to go for a greedy play, like go straight into the Castle Age. Scouting the sides already, looking for the potential mill spot for the hunt, or gonna push it in even, maybe? It's not that far to push in the Ibex, to be fair, so you could benefit from it that way as well. Sheriff of Nottingham going for the Berbers here. Scouts into Knights, question mark? See if that's the play here, or if it's going to be the Camel Archers eventually. Once again, we have this forward gold situation for the Berbers, so it's but you could, I guess you could wall here and wall to the edges on either side, and you secure your main gold, but it's still quite forward and right next to a hill, so a prep post or tower or anything here from blue is going to deny gold access quite a bit from the Berbers. Unfortunate boar spawn as well behind the woodlands here. A little bit awkward to pull that one in, but it's probably going to be fine. Gold situation not ideal for Henry the Lion, but got the gold in the back here, so there's that, at least. Now going for the mill at 12 population. Seems like a pretty standard scout build here. Nothing to see here. 7 sheep. That's actually a Ken thing to do, to have more than 6 villagers on sheep to prevent the decay. And Ken also enjoys playing cavalry, as far as I know, so he could be a Berber's picker here. Night Skirm, nothing stops that. It's said about this playstyle. That would certainly be an option for the Berbers. You even have the Janitors, the unique skirmisher-like unit. Pretty early scouting forward here, won't really, or early, it's like 5.5 minutes, but won't really find anything to lame here unless you want to dive underneath the TC, risk scout HP and take out a couple of pigs, but not very likely. Scouting for the core resources, sees the gold is in the back, and will confirm the leopard camp as well. Yeah, decent scouting. Decent scouting from the blue player here. Blue going to... Decent scouting from the green player, I wanted to say. But blue is also forward scouting the situation over here. Obviously found that DC found one of the golds. Did not find the secondary gold. So blue for now doesn't know that the gold situation for green is very awkward, to say the least. Pretty extensive walling early on, and walling next to the woodland here, as to be expected. That's still not going to be safe from, let's speculate, in Men-at-Arms Towers aggression, though. Blue Scout trying to deny the walls. Probably won't be able to. So blue is playing this open, while green is going for the walls, pretty extensive walls here. The militia are out, they will become Men-at-Arms the second village kicks in. And Berber's player now up at 22 population, pretty old school scout style build order, but it's not going to be the scouts after all. 2 builders on gold, going to defend against the Bulgarians military with archers instead. Unless this is a wall off and a pretty greedy straight to the castle age play, which could be the case as well. Another arm moving forward. We have some infantry enjoyers in the lineup, so let's see if they will show their cards already. Village at 22 pop, so it isn't straight to the castle age for Sheriff of Nottingham. Far from it. We are trying to break through here, nothing to follow up the Men-at-Arms. Archers! Well, this is a meme, isn't it? Who the hell goes Men-at-Arms archers with Bulgarians? They don't even get crossbow. What the fuck? Also, relatively low, high idle TC time for blue, 1 minute 34 seconds. This is a peculiar approach, and since Sheriff of Nottingham is defending it in this nicely so far, 3 on gold, seeded a few more farms, should be significantly ahead to the castle age here, the green player. Blue also going kind of greedy with the mill to the side, going for the shorefish and the ibex over here. But the men-at-arms aren't having much luck here. They won't even be able to get inside of Sheriff of Nottingham's walls. One archer forward now, though, could help deny the quick walling behind. No fletching, no blacksmith probably for a while yet. So it's just going to be a few fletching, less archers. To be fair, in the castle age, the Bulgarians could go for cavalry archers with success. So it's not a waste to make an archery range necessarily, but it's just not... You don't want to mass archers, that's not going to scale well for you. Green just staying safe at home here. 10 farms now. Still pretty far away resource-wise from clicking to the next stage, but keeps a villager lead because of lower idle TC time. Significantly lower idle TC time, only 17 seconds so far. Will this aggression pay off, though? Really need to get inside to benefit from that. The main gold relatively safe for now. I'm still missing that one, at least one forward tower here. One tower here and you deny all gold access from green. That's the thing. Blue has it scouted as well. 4 tile gold here and 9 tile gold here. Is it 7? Maybe 7 tile gold here. Means that your resources, your gold is extremely exposed. Scouting the sides, I like that. Checking if there's any collection happening to the sides, it is not. Green hasn't deemed that safe enough for this occasion. Also commits to feudal age armors, which is a little bit peculiar. I'm going for the archers, not the skirmishers. Could be because of the men-at-arms. Questionable value from Blue's opening, but Blue has at least been the aggressor here, has been able to set up a flowing economy at home as well. Slightly fewer farms than the Berbers, so the Castle Age timing could suffer from that, but nah, I think quite close to that Castle Age click. Even with so much higher idle town center time, Blue is going to be the first one to click to the Castle Age here. Which will allow for crab posts to be constructed, and the first one should most definitely be going down here to deny the gold. Feel safely taking the resources over here, keeping some military close just to be safe. Also not overcommitting to the archers. Not seeing in the second range here. There's going to be the second stable, well, 2 stables rather. So definitely going for a cavalry follow-up in the Castle Age. Only 6 on gold, that is only going to be enough to sustain 1 stable of consistent production. So that's something to think about. Blue must be alarmed. Blind. Also attack notifications, you mean? Maybe. Also not gone to stone. So not thinking about the crep post just yet. That's a bit surprising with the Bulgarians not to use that strong castle-like fortification to deny resources in the front. Here we go. So Archer's gonna go down for the Bulgarians. That is arguably expendable at this point. Putting the villagers away, they might survive. But green is here with the group, is spreading them out. That's a smart move, getting some more vision here. To, yep, find the fleeing wielders. That could be 4 wielders down for Henry the Lion. That's going to be disastrous with 1 minute 39 seconds of idle TC time already. Fletching in for the green archers, not overcommitting here. I suspect we might see a cavalry switch in the castlate for green. And also trying to find a choke point here to get the best out of the situation here with the archers. 4 knights and counting for blue, but the Berbers cavalry is cheaper. The second stable about to build now, bloodlines coming in. Also few on gold for the Berbers, but at least the food economy suggests that green will be able to get the resources or get the match the cavalry numbers here soon enough. Blue decides not to commit. There is an opening on the berries, but green spots that, and Sheriff of Nottingham keeps the knights out for now. Still no stone mining happening for Henry the Lion. Instead going for a town center to the left hand side with own 2 villagers very exposed against the Berbers. That's a bold move as the green player has gone into camels here as a countermeasure to the knights of the Bulgarians. Certainly a reasonable choice. 15% discount for... Wait, what happened here? Okay, green deleted the walls to chase blue's armies. Seems confident enough in the upgrades. Camels higher in numbers, question mark. No, still more Bulgarian knights out than there are Berbers camels. More town centers popping up for both players here. They cost only 50 stone for the Bulgarians, so that's advantage Bulgarians. But blue will not be getting any villager lead here unless blue... Unless he gets enough food income behind this to keep all the town centers producing. Still consistent double stable production from green. Green more consistent with the military production here. 2 minutes less idle time. The knights inside of the base. Gonna get some value here from blue. Good raids. Saves the weak villagers. Good save from Sheriff of Nottingham here. 4 eco kills for both players, which means that green should still be at a comfortable lead unless blue maximizes the town center production here and keeps producing behind all of this. Army situation is going to become an issue though. Sheriff of Nottingham committing to the camels, committing to better upgrades as well, as blue is thinking about the pikeman defense, I would say. Second barracks going up here, some spearmen in production. Smart choice, seeing the camels on the field. You can't really fight them with knights, especially not Berbers, as the Berbers have cheaper cavalry overall. But then again, camels not the best trading unit. They take longer to take out buildings, they have lower attack, but they have obviously 9 bonus damage against the cavalry. That's why you're making them against knights. Here are the spears, soon to become pikemen. Also with the first defense as upgrade in. Both players consistently producing builders behind all this. Blue now opening the walls, inviting the camels in, but green doesn't take the bite. Sheriff of Nottingham doesn't want to risk running into blue's base where there could indeed be pikemen. Didn't see the second barracks over here, third barracks even. But who decides to fight the pikes with camels? Has a little bit of an elevation advantage. This is not a great fight for the camels, but since there's only 1 defense for the pikes, you could still consider it, but maybe not in even numbers. Maybe you want to collect all of the camel numbers before engaging. Blue pulling up a TC to the right hand side as well. Or macro-minded, these players by the looks of it. 4 town centers for blue now. If not for the high idle TC time, I would be getting Hoya vibes from the blue player now, but I don't think Hoya would have this kind of idle TC time, to be honest. Not at this stage in the game. So it has to be someone else playing. Pretty aggressive forward castle for the Berbers here. Even sending a 2 HP villager forward, that's ballsy. He's not gonna last long in the heat of the moment. And look at the beautiful AOE 2 pathing here. Some of them just taking the other way around the forest, even if it's longer. Can blue stop this? Might need to delete some houses, do something here, tries for a defensive house, deletes the archery range to let the pikemen close to the villagers building this castle. The tower will complete, but the castle might as well. Hobo confirmed! Forgets eco upgrades. Okay. Suppose we don't have the farm upgrade here. It's a nice forward castle and tower completes for the Bulgarians as well, but not in time to deny this castle from going up. Suddenly we have a castle right in the face of the farming economy here, but Bulgarians spread out across the map. Having 1,000 incapacitated like this isn't a huge deal. Siege workshop going up, probably going to make some ramps now to try and take out the castle, and with the cover fire from the tower, it's slightly harder to batter down the rams with builders as well. %% Mombo says, just for fun. Is it because of the pikemen? Bulgarians do get halberdiers, so... But you think that Momo is the green player, I guess. Looks like we'll see another forward castle drop as well. Look at the stone count. Where's green's next castle gonna be? Maybe here? Maybe here? It's a Momo castle. In your face. Ha! Called it! It's not even villagers to garrison this TC, that's funny. That also indirectly denies the gold to this side, but there's some potential gold access over here. That could still afford new town centers because they're only costing 50 stone for the Bulgarians. 12 camels total. Why camels as the raiding unit? At this point, you want to switch to knights. Because knights would deal better with pikemen. But Henry the Lion doesn't really seem to discourage her going into pikeman defense. Some battering rams probably will be garrisoning the pikemen inside of the rams as well for added speed and try and deal with these castles in the castle age. The camels still keep streaming in, but not really in threatening amounts just yet. Don't understand why it's why green is still committing to the camels here. It's not like that house was needed. There's lots of population space here for green. Maybe it's just to obstruct pathing for the units around here, I don't know. Lots of farms potentially to be stolen here for Sheriff of Nottingham as well. Could drop a mill and steal the farms, either to delete them or to benefit from the extra food income. Gold access forward. Could even be aiming towards Imperial Age here soon. The castle counts as 2 buildings for the advancement towards Imperial Age, so that might be on the agenda here. Doesn't really produce any military anymore either. But there's going to be another castle up. Is that going to be over here then? Why make military when you can make castles? That's the question. That's almost hidden away in the fog of war as well. Blue is gonna see it. Blue probably shouldn't even be trying to deny this one with towers or military somehow. Speaking of denying, there's quite a few ramps popping out here, so one of these forward castles will almost certainly be going down for Sheriff of Nottingham. There's nothing here except for the camels to deal with these ramps, so there's definitely no builders here to repair the castle. Once again, another reason to not commit to camels anymore, but go for the knights. Go for the knights. You're playing Berbers here, not Hindustanis or Gudjaras. So denying more farms, but not denying the gold. Doesn't seem like our Bulgarian's friend is freaking out here. The pikeman kind of dealt with, but that's cost a lot of camels' lives. Camel archers now from the castle. That should be a means to deal with the pikeman, of course, but... Oh! Good snipe the town center foundation here. Yeah, so another castle going to go down. It's the Sheriff of Nottingham going to throw this game by losing this forward castle and consistently be committing to camels over knights here with the Berbers. I don't know what's going on here anymore. At least you have some petards, wherever those might be going. You hit the town center and the post perhaps. Villagers going back to the gold over here. And the camel archers are out somewhere as well. Yeah, they're trying to get some raids in. Okay. But if green is Momo, who is blue? It's a pretty high idle TC time. Could be one of our 1400s Elo-ish players. Could be Mats, could be Ken. Also the Dao, not too shabby. Raiding camels in the front. Petard could be used against the Krepos as well, and you could camp the Krepos with the armies over here. That's going to be quite a few villagers down for the Bulgarians, but Henry the Lion now... had some aggression happening over here, Krep-posting the resources to the side, but yeah, going Imperial Age here, placing a defensive castle. Still got 3 town centers up and about. But it's a significant amount of villager kills for Henry the Lion against the Sheriff, but with consistent villager production from the town centers behind all this, Henry the Lion isn't really falling behind in the economy after all. Stables back up for Henry the Lion. Might be looking for some cavalry raids to happen again. Could be going for Hussars late game as well to get some raids in on the Berbers side. Berbers economy admittedly higher because of fewer eco losses and more consistent town center production, but you're not going to chase away Rammed and Pikemen with camels alone. That's just not gonna fly. Therefore, Nottingham in the Imperial Age as well, so they're both in the Imperial Age at almost the same time here. Uh-oh. Camel archers going down for nothing there to the Pikemen. Are we seeing a scenario here where green as the Berbers would go into... Why? Why? I don't understand. Anyway. Once again, committing to the camel raids, might find more villager kills, but Henry the Lion still reproducing villagers, gone into Halberdier here to defend against the camels. That's going to slay the heavy camels as well. We desperately need something else here. I'm even more confident now that the Berbers player should be going into a infantry switch at this point. Just cancel heavy camel, go into the champions upgrade instead, and try to push with capped rams and champions maybe. Something like that. Heavy camel, it just isn't the player, it's never the play here. Last forward castle about to go down as well. Trebuchet pushing from the back. don't think there's any way to save this one for Sheriff of Nottingham with these few builders forward. Tries to batter down the rams, but there's the trebuchet in the back as well, and here come the halberdiers to chase down the camel archers yet again, leaving Berbers with just a few heavy camels, and that's about the only thing left on the field. Still resources in the bank, to be fair, but really don't understand the insistence upon using camels here. Maybe you just thinks heavy camels is a cool unit. I want to get to that no matter what. Did kill off the rams, but barely any military left here now to deal with. These halberdiers, and the last cannonball of the trebuchet will take out this castle. There we go. It's down. Sheriff of Nottingham still keeping the equal lead, placing a castle closer to home now. Will be gathering stone for more castles as well. Won't be giving up here just yet. Has a pretty healthy farming economy running. Still wants to get to those camel archers long term, but now Blue is thirsty for blood, starting to claim the middle with Krepost here. Already has a castle at home. Bulgarians get access to siege ram as well, which could be an additional unit to play for here. It's at a 50% discount for the Bulgarians, the siege workshop units. Halberdier raids from Blue. Not really anything on the field for Green to deal with that. Tries to scramble up a townsend there. I think the light cab could make that an issue. Are they not gonna engage? Or just gonna let that one go up, I guess? Yeah. Comfortable military lead for Henry the Lion, but committing mainly to trash units here. Not even a forward castle, only the forward creposts here. But those creposts, that could mean that conics will be added soon as well. Racer now in for the Berbers. That's how this castle can reach this crepost. Camel archers and heavy camels here. Against mainly trash from Henry Lions, like halberdiers and light cav. The odd of conic mixed in here. Of course, if you get enough camel archers out, they're really deadly. But Blue has trebuchets out to deal with the castles yet again. It's going to get to a point where Green can't really make the trebuchets anymore. Some castles going down for free again for Blue against the opponent as well. Not ideal. Right, he's committing to repairs now, so maybe it's fine. Camel archers from both the castle, third one going up as well. Stables going up, preparing for hussar raids. And these villagers may just get to place this crepost without Green reacting to it here, which is funny. They just passed right through the units here and denied this from happening. I have no control over my internet, so if it's lagging, I can't do anything about it. Sorry, it's just the way it is. Lag up this bitch. It's out of my control. And some crepos going up here for Henry the Lion, playing the long game now. Has a healthy farming economy rolling behind this. Fully boomed 120 villagers. Goes for the both of them. Only one trebuchet here. But Sheriff of Nottingham is officially out of gold. Doesn't really have any gold access anywhere. No, this crepos is denying that one as well. So that's a concern for Green. Camel archers, are they enough? 9 camel archers, lots of villagers running idle here as well. It's not doing green any favors. But starting to believe more and more in Henry the Lion's position here. Just slowly claiming the map, keeping some units here and there to get some raids in as well. Still needs to deal with these castles, but shouldn't have any issues doing so now that the halberdier numbers are increasing again, and trebuchets could still be produced from behind here. Camel archers trying to chase down the armies in the middle. It is a fight from the middle, that's where the remaining resources are, right? Some gold reclaimed for Berbers over here. That needs to be denied from green, if I may say so. Camel archers need gold to produce those. But green is slowly trying to claim the middle again here. Now also about to get to, I guess we won't be seeing Hussar just yet, but Light Cav was also doing some tricks. I don't own my internet connection, so I can't control what the house owner does with the connection. If she's downloading something or watching TV that requires internet, that's going to affect my internet as well. So there's literally nothing I can do from my end. There are no updates running or anything. And it's not lagging on my end on the second screen or the other laptop I have with my stream on. So I don't know why it's lagging for you guys in that case. I'll double check after just to be sure, but I shouldn't have any processes running that would cause lag. Try to refresh, see if that works. Blue has the Hussars out. And there's going to be a proper annoyance here. Has been massing up the trebuchets from behind as well. Already did that with one castle. Green will lose another couple of castles as well because there's no trebuchets to contest this. The only option is to dive in and take out these trebs. Siege workshop coming up as well. As mentioned before, the Bulgarians have a 50% discount on siege weapons. You could even consider thinking about taking into Onager and even siege Onager for the Bulgarians because of the cheapness of it to deal with camel archer masses, but it's not really that large, the camel archer mass. Perif at 111 builders, so still has economy working, but doesn't have any military now to contest Henry the Lion's push. That is a huge issue. As the last castle goes down, that could be the GG moment actually, when this castle goes down. There's nothing left for Sheriff of Nottingham to combat the raids of Blue here, and Blue, but look at the idleness time now, obviously has had lots more town centers working throughout the game, but did struggle with idleness early on as well. Apparently does not want to give up just yet though, still has some working economy to the sides here, but gold is an issue. Now, I don't know why it would pause on me now. Huh. Gonna connecting. Should be back live at least. Not very comforting, but we'll go with it. Go. I hope it will still run for me from here. Let's see. Yep. Picking up where we left off. Well, I was kind of expecting the GG to be called there, so. But let's see. Is there any? What is going on there? Yeah, we're back, but it's still buffering. Let me see if there's something updating on Steam or something going on behind here. No, there's also nothing updating on Steam. I don't know what's going on. Grrr. Well, still not much I can do about the internet situation, so let's just go back to the draft and continue with the next game. That's slopes. Check. And who won that one? That would be Henry the Lion. With the Bulgarians against the Berbers. Why the camel insistence for Sheriff of Nottingham, though? I don't get it. I don't get it. At some point, you have to go away from that mindset that you need and want to play camels. So maybe a panic moment. I guess that means we're going to cross next, where Sheriff of Nottingham should be playing Persians, huh? There's no reason to pick the others over Persians here. Henry the Lion, I don't even know what the plan is here. Hindustanis, cheaper villagers, good boom, Mongols, faster hunt, doesn't really apply on cross, but you could make faster flying cavalry archers and eventually get to the late game Mangodai siege push. Franks, I still feel like that's more of an Arabia pick, home map pick, first pick. But let's go for the second game and see what Henry the Lion brings us. It's another really close spawn on cross here. Hindustanis. So I guess that's an intended counter pick to Persians then. because Persians would go cavalry, and with the Hindustanis you have good camels to deal with the opponent's knights. So that could be the idea here. You also have cheaper villagers who have a good boom. Should be a good booming civilization for players like, oh yeah. Yeah, exactly. Didn't make anything to deal with the pikes. At some point, it would have made sense for the Berbers to go into a champion siege push there, because the resources were there, but they went into heavy camel instead. Takes time to get to them, but we need something. Camel archers could be decent, but it takes a long time to mass, and you need the castles, and those castles went down for nothing, so... It's was a bit awkward. Persians should be able to dock earlier here and get the fish out earlier, because they start with plus 50 food and wood. Or hand cannoneers, fair point. Berbers do get hand cannoneers, so there's that as well. So, not Rhodey confirmed. Yeah, crossbows and skirmishers, and anything, honestly. Anything else than heavy camels. A complementary unit was sorely needed, and the range was already there. So, that could have certainly made some kind of addition. It's the scout. So no dock yet for Henry the Lion. I think green is moving out just now. No loom, but since Henry the Lion is still scouting the base, there's not going to be any denying the dock on this side of the green player. Quick walling just to be, small walling just to be safe here. Makes sense. You never know when the opponent scout is going to be turning up. But the close spawn like this is kind of deceiving as well. You don't really expect to be this close to the opponent, so... Could take a while to find your opponent on these generations. Oh, no shorefish here to dock on for Henry the Lion. That's a bit unfortunate. That's some bonus food going to waste, but of course the dock spot makes sense still. It's shortest travel distance to get that one up. Persians with the dock already producing the fishing ship, whereas blue is still has some time to go for the dock to complete and to get the fishing ship out. Blue still looking for green side. Might run right into TC fire here. That's it. Scary. Does dodge that. Sign of a slightly higher rated player to know that since the berries are here, the TC could be here. It's like the pattern of scouting, just not risking going too close to where it's likely that the town center position is. Did not push in any Ibex though. Whereas Sheriff of Nottingham is doing that. Means that the Persians player is quite likely to be up significantly earlier here. And get those scouts out earlier as well.
Salam. آماده.
Okay, now pushing in the hunt actually. So yeah, never too late to get a little bit of a food boost. They're both going up to the feudal age at similar populations here. And possibly different approaches here. Thanks for the follow, Ophelia. Appreciate that. Is it going to be the scouts for both of them? That would make sense, but blue is going to gold. So that kind of indicates a militia men-at-arms opening again. Here we go, it's the men-at-arms again. Let's hope they get more value this time. This map is open in a different way. Yeah, the gold spawns on these maps. It's interesting to go for the forward gold here at all, because there's a much safer gold in the back here for blue. But probably wants to go for the main gold first, and then follow it up later on. It's potentially the exact same approach as the previous one, though. As the green player is going a little bit on the greedy side here. Sheriff of Nottingham going for a second dock as the Persians. We'll be able to afford that, no problem. Is it a fast castle age play here, actually? Surely blue should be able to punish that. If anything, at least the docking villager could be taken down here. No men-at-arms upgrades, just 3 militia. Still lacking a little bit of food for the men-at-arms upgrades. Galley out for green to protect this dock from being contested by Henry the Lion. So good awareness with the scout there. Are we ever going to see that men-at-arms upgrade? Maybe Henry the Lion has changed plans here. Now off to try and contest the gold. Men-at-arms finally coming in. That's significantly delayed for Henry the Lion. Doesn't really get the impact of a fast field age men-at-arms here with that kind of approach. More economy for Sheriff of Nottingham as well. Already two docks up. Going for the galley before the fish here just to eliminate any option of Henry the Lion sneaking up dock over here as well. Meanwhile, Henry the Lion walling up at home to also prevent sneak docking in the corners. Through the walls. Like that. More compact walling for Sheriff of Nottingham. Which makes the resources more vulnerable to archers' aggression. You could camp archers near the woodland here, for example. You should be able to range them from here as well. But once again, the men-at-arms opening of Henry the Lion doesn't really get much value. Player for Nottingham reacting to the men-at-arms horde with the rage again. Already has villagers on gold, has made the galleys. There's definitely reasons or the resources in the bank to make a few archers to fend off the attacks here. We'll see if this kind of approach will work better on cross than it did on the slopes, the previous one. Seemed a little bit flustered with the aggression or the good defense of blue the previous game. And also, where is the follow-up to the men-at-arms? This is just men-at-arms into Castle Age here for Henry the Lion. No follow-up, just a second dock in this area. No galley to protect it either. That could certainly backfire. The aggression hasn't had any effect though, except for forcing Sheriff of Nottingham into committing to some defensive units here. Some archers that don't really scale long-term for Persians. So maybe we could argue that there's value to be had after all here. Hindustan is now half-minute head start to the Castle Age. Lower economy, yes, but probably going to follow up with cavalry now. The stable is up. Is there going to be a second stable, maybe? And what's going on over here? Why haven't we walled all the way to the edge of the map? That could also backfire. Sheriff of Nottingham, if Sheriff of Nottingham finds or clicks inside of the base, and the cavalry will find a way inside of Blue's base. Or ranges. Triple ranges for the Persian scab archers. Persians now get access to party and tactics in the Castle Age. Papaya Pit would go Persian scab archers, yeah. And we have the eco upgrades, check. We have the fish boom, check. I guess we have the archers, the ranges as well. Don't think you played the previous game. Oh, what's going on here? Town center on the woodline. And the arms of spears could move around and make this a little bit awkward. Looks like we have some form of quick walling behind this, but not in the direction of the villagers. What's going on here? I don't think this is Papaya Pit. This isn't a very Papaya Pit TC, I have to say. The cab archers are out for the Persians. It's a good unit for this map. Moving around with the mobility of cab archers, raiding what resources you can. Both civilizations here have a good boom. The Persians have 15% faster working town centers in the Castle Age. The Hindustanis have 15% cheaper villagers. 3 town centers for Hindustanis, both players here. On the boomy side, they've got 2 docks each, but now the sneak dock from Green. I love it. Henry the Lion failed to scout the left-hand side of the map, which means that it's just inviting Green in to join Green, arguably with better scouting here, and we have a sneak dock in the corner. Sure, Hindustanis are hand cannon receive as well, so this could be Momo versus Rhodey. But I think Rhodey is a better boomer than to have 2 minutes 26 idle TC time at minute 20 something. Fake news. Triple stable camels now. Here's the camels from Henry the Lion this time around. Last game it was Sheriff of Nottingham making the camels. But now we have Henry the Lion going for them. Isn't necessarily too shabby against the cavalry archers. If you see the movement speed from these units, the camels should be able to catch up. And Andy is convinced Sheriff of Nottingham is more. Fair enough. Dock up for Blue, committed to some fish traps already. But the fish is depleted, so losing this corner isn't a disaster at this time of the game. Looks like we've cleaned up the wave of cavalry archers over here. Now defensive fire. No, still the aggressing fire ship. These are Hindustanis camels. They'll easily break through the house walls here if you want to snipe that villager. Blue is Hoya. I refuse to believe that Hoya would have this much idle TC time in the early game as the previous game and this one. Even if he doesn't play 1v1s and open maps that often. It's just not boom enough. But it wasn't early 4 TCs the previous game, I'll admit that much, so it could still be. Could be. But I don't think so. It's not greedy enough, Andy, to be Hoya. players with a healthy food economy here. Persians floating so much food after claiming 2 corners here and having the uninterrupted fish income. We'll have to make some fish traps soon, but I mean, to be fair, if you just place a market as Sheriff of Nottingham now, you could sell your food and go to the Imperial Age just like that, or at least adjust it, yeah, selling some wood, and I don't know what the idea was here, selling. Maybe that was a misclick, wanted to sell food for gold for cavalry archers. And it's never gonna run out of creative insults. Alright, so topside dock taken out, Henry the Lion still in a marginal eco lead here. Idle time comparable. This game between the two is 3 town centers for both players. But Sheriff of Nottingham has a convincing military lead. Wonder if party and taxes is in for Persians now, not really. It's not one you would rush. But for a university you'll need, because you'll want ballistics for your cavalry archers, you'll want thumbring as well. If you... yeah, as soon as you can afford it. It is on the way, to be fair. Defensive castle now for Henry the Lion. Protecting the quite forward main gold. I wonder if there's a case for Gulams to be made here for Henry the Lion to deal with the cavalry archers. But I guess maybe skirmishers is the more reasonable play here. Straw walls, maybe it is for you. And why here though? Why? Why not here? Why? Okay, it's gonna go for it. No? There's a hole! Okay, I found the hole. What is this walling? Why? Why? Ah. Oh well. Oh well. Willow holds just as daddy. That reads incredibly creepy out of context. Here are the Gulams. Would be a means to deal with the cavalry archers. They are speedy, but obviously cavalry archers, they don't even have the husbandry yet. So, and still the Gulams won't be able to catch up with them just yet. Town center now in a pretty random spot here. Maybe a farming town center. William Wallace. Yeah, that was the previous game. No, I think he hates holes, basically. William Hollis is what he was. Only the Lion. Still defending well behind all this, has kept the cavalry archers away. The cavalry archer investment quite lost for the Persians. Looks like there's a tech switch in the planning here. No ballistics did just kick in. Maybe we'll see chemistry and cavalry archers without bracer here for the Persians. They don't really scale well into the Imperial Age, unfortunately. Even if you get heavy cavalry archer and you could research party and tactics on the way to the Imperial Age, you're still going to struggle with the fact that you don't have bracer, so your range and damage will suffer from that. Another castle for Henry the Lion. Could mean that we'll see trebuchets soon, and a heavy push on the Persian space. That castle could be short-lived. It's 2 castles to 1. So if they are committed to trebuchets here for Henry the Lion, Sheriff would potentially struggle. The Gulams, not really in the numbers needed to fight the cavalry archers. They are lacking most of the attack upgrades as well, so... Do they have some bonus damage against archers or something? Okay, they have 6 bonus damage against archers, so they're not too shabby at all. I take back what I said. That's a lot of cavalry archers going down to the Gulams here. That's disgusting. Meanwhile, Green gonna go for a town center on the neutral gold. Good scouting. I wanted to see if you have auto scout actually, because Hoya tends to use auto scout quite a bit. So that could be a tell. I don't know if all of the players use that. Left side, a couple of fire galleys, keeping Henry the Lion's eco safe. We have some fish traps as well. Placed just like Papaya Pit or Hoya would do them. But not going to be able to fish trap topside. I also can never imagine that Hoya would be walling like this. Or Papaya Pit. Why would you not wall to the edge of the map on these maps? That just doesn't make sense for me. Third castle for the Hindustanis. Mainly Gulams. Also getting the attack upgrades now. That truck could be repaired by this villager. But the attention probably somewhere else now with the Gulams diving into raid. Three castles now for Henry the Lion. Seems to have this one in the bag. There's definitely a map control here. Looks like this villager has escaped from the sneaks to the sides, but they won't be able to do too much. Only one defensive castle for the Persians, unfortunately. And cannoneers added. Is this roadie confirmed? That's going to help against the Gulams, obviously. That's going to help any potential forward castle drop here, but there aren't nearly enough town centers here for this to be roadie. Ooh. Yeah, that seems to be the general consensus that green is Momo. Rody. Who is Rody then? Oh yeah. Is green Rody? No. I don't think so. Henry the Lion facing some struggles at home now. Going to have to make something to deal with the hand cannoneers, but with enough hussars, you'll be alright. I don't think green could be Rody. Rody would not spend that long trying to think about a counter unit to the halberdier switch on the Bulgarians in the first game. I don't know. I don't think so. I'm more with the Volvo gang on that one for now. But we have a couple of players we haven't really seen too much of as well, so... we'll see. Imagine having a Mangonel here now and just splash. That would be something with it. Gulams still raiding, and cannoneers out of position. They're in the enemy base. Hussars massed up now for Henry the Lion. Should probably be able to clean up these hand cannoneers with the Hussars alone. Forward castle's lost though. Green is pushing back, making heaps of hand cannoneers with the Persians again. And I say that just as a bomber cannon goes down to a Gulam over here with the forward castles. Not going to live long for Henry the Lion now. Going to lose the last defensive one as well. Nothing here to repair. Floating some resources. Not really feeling much army here except for the Hussars and the Handcan. They're still alive over here as well. Good pressure from Sheriff of Nottingham. Three more town centers for the Hindustanis now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 town centers. You know, there aren't that many players in the area Norway community that would go for 9 town centers like that, and Rody is definitely one of them. Or Hoya. Or Hoya, for sure. Forward castle! Can the hussars get there? Quick walls, quick outs, quick walls, quick wills! Oh, hand cannoneers try to protect villagers. Not nearly enough villagers here to complete this castle. That's 12 villagers trying to place that forward castle. Not going to succeed there. Sheriff of Nottingham going to waste that forward castle opportunity, and blue even going for a counter tower here just to make sure that foundation would never complete. That's so many hand cannoneers. 50 hand cannoneers almost for Sheriff of Nottingham. That's ridiculous. Where do you even find resources for this with only 74 villagers at this point? Henry the Lion is conserving a lot of resources here. Finally getting handcart. Still only has horse collar. But is at least producing military consistently. And with enough hussars, you will eventually deal or clean up the hand cannoneers as well, because it's going to trade very cost efficiently for you making a food only unit to clean up old units like this. Town center's going down, yes, but we are rebooming to the side, and I'm not sure if green has vision on that. Not that much really. Some camels added as well. So, some hand cannoneers have gone down. I can't really spot where they are even at this moment. They're spread out here and there, as green is desperately trying to reboom as well. But it seems more consistent for blue with twice the villagers now. Replacing the towns at the spot with a mill to make sure the farms are working as well to fuel that Hindustani's hussar spam. Not really making any gold units whatsoever. And what's with green and making random houses in the middle of the battlefield? That's funny. I guess you do whatever you can to get your population rolling. Still lots of hand cannoneers in the queue. Maybe someone trying to imitate being roadie here. But barely left with anything in the bank now, just wood and stone. That's not really going to get you many more units on the field. Twice the total population for Henry the Lion now. It's mainly builders, to be fair, but if you don't have a working economy, you can't really replenish your units either. Tower. It looks like a guard tower for a moment there, but it's not. Oh, his horse gonna get a surround on the hand cannon. The forward castle. This is the GD castle. This is a get out of my own game castle here. It's obviously never going to complete for Sheriff of Nottingham here. It has to be a forward castle into GG. That's just, it's maybe a little distraction, but the hussars will clean that up, no problem. And Sheriff of Nottingham, 43 villagers left. It's constantly raided by hussars, like the previous game, being raided everywhere. And, I mean, there's no way back from this, not on this open map that is cross. It's not even any point in deleting that castle foundation anymore, not going to yield that many resources. There's lots of blue on the map. There's just a few units spread out here and there for green, but I think we're looking for a 2-0 for Henry the Lion here. Ay, ay, ay. Totally a fish traps. Bad fish traps. It's gonna take him out. Oh! Oh! Well, this is definitely not Papaya Pete or Hoya or Rhodey, these boomers. At this point, I would use some of the hussars to take out the docks as well, because then you're going to stop that fishing combat as well. Not that it matters at this point. Henry the Lion has this game in the bag. If Sheriff of Nottingham takes this game, I'm gonna eat my socks. There we go. GG well played is called 2-0 for Henry the Lion. Moving on to the next round, round of 8. Let's browse through the statistics and dive right into the third set after this as well. GG, indeed. Lots of kills for both players. A huge army spike here at some point, but didn't really do enough. It was good defense and good relocation from Henry the Lion, giving Hoya vibes, giving Rody vibes. I still don't understand why they would have so much idle town center time in the early game. Just a little bit sloppy, but if they're mainly team game players, it's 1v1 is a different animal, so that could certainly be it. Uptimes here. And society score should show the... Okay, they didn't really make that many fishing ships total. Certainly enough to bring a food boost, of course. And totally discounted. Henry the Lion lost quite a few villagers this game, but replenished them from the town centers around the map. GG. Right, let's pull the draft for the next set as well. The last one I have access to for now. I think we may have had some forfeits throughout the sets as well. There's been some scheduling issues, but I hope we can find a solution to that at some point. Just a moment, have to respond to a... respond to a league-related question. Right. Our next set is going to be Jan Siska versus Fredrik Barbarossa. We'll get there very soon. I just need to sort one thing out here. Be right with you. Jeg spiller Hoya mot neste sett. It was a pretty Hoya draft, wasn't it? Jeg ikke skjønner hva du sier, says Hoya. I don't understand what you're saying. Uh, uh, uh. Right. Now, let's pull the proper overlay and show the last cast of the day.